Here are my two favorite bets for both at the Euros and Copa America for Tuesday. First up, Austria versus Turkey. I like over 2.5 goals at -110. This should be a very fun up and down type match because by nature, these two teams want to play in transition. Austria under Ralf Rangnick is a team that loves to press high, try to force high turnovers, and they did that when they faced Turkey in a friendly in March, beating them 6-1, primarily because Turkey kept trying to build the ball at the back, and Austria ended up forcing 15 high recoveries and scored 3 goals off of high turnovers. Turkey likes to build out of the back to start their possession, but then they like to play the ball very direct, play balls over the top, which is where they can give Austria a lot of problems here. Both of these teams have really not been good defensively through the group stage. They're actually have conceded the 3rd and 4th most expected goals of anybody in this competition. So we're going to have a very fun back and forth type match. Once the first goal goes in, the other team has to get super aggressive, which just creates a ton of open space for the other team to operate. So I really like over 2.5 goals at -110. And for Copa America, I like Brazil on the money line at -120 against Colombia. You know, Brazil didn't get this tournament off to a very hot start. They drew Costa Rica 0-0, but they got things back on track, beating Paraguay 4-1. And in that match, they showed a lot of capabilities of what the potential of this Brazil team is. It's a team that by nature doesn't have an out-and-out striker, but they are really good at pinging passes through low defensive blocks and creating chances that way. But they play a lot like Real Madrid. They like to play very direct balls. They don't like to build out of the back. Colombia beat them 2-1 in a World Cup qualifier, primarily because Brazil was playing under Fernando Diniz, playing a relationism type system, a system that requires you to build out of the back, which played right into what Colombia's strength is, which is their high press. Now they're going to play a very transitional back and forth type match because Colombia, although they only need a draw to win the group, by nature, they're not a team that's just going to sit in a low defensive block. And even if they do, they're not going to be able to stop Brazil. So Brazil is the better transition team. But what's really underrated about them is their defense. Since September of 2021, Brazil is only allowing 0.55 expected goals per 90 minutes. That's better than Argentina. Only 2 teams have created over 1 expected goal against them. They are an incredibly talented team, and they're incredibly difficult to play through. So if Colombia wants to make this match very back and forth, well, that's going to play right into Brazil's hands. So I think Brazil is severely undervalued here. They have to go for the match and win it to win this group. So I like them on the money line at -120.